are you?
Good. We ready?
Yep.
All good?
Is that a yes?
Yep.
All right, yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. I'm Lieutenant Richardson. I'm with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office Aggravated Battery Unit and Violent Crimes Task Force. Today I want to notify you that we've made an arrest in reference to a shooting at 5450 Tall Pine Lane. What occurred was yesterday around 8:30 p.m. we had 3 patrol officers riding in an unmarked vehicle doing covert activities looking for a potential suspect in a carjacking. As the patrol officers were patrolling the area, they drove past a group of individuals. One of those individuals fired several rounds at their vehicle, hit the vehicle 2 times. Patrol officers were able to pull out of the line of fire, get out of the vehicle, approach the group of individuals, detain about 7 people. After interviewing everyone and bringing 5 of those individuals down here, we were able to identify a suspect in the shooting, who is Fred Calvin Childs. He's a black male, date of birth 4/13/91. After interviewing him and the other witnesses, we developed probable cause and put him in jail for attempted murder on those officers. The case resulted in a handgun being recovered, several live rounds of ammunition, several shell casings were located, and it was all with the good work of not only the community but the Violent Crimes Task Force, Aggravated Battery Unit, and specifically Patrol, who was able to detain that subject.
What the officers, you said they pulled off. What did they do actually to get away from when they were shot?
They were driving at the time the gun was discharged, and they continued to move out of the path of fire, out of the line of sight, and then got out of their vehicles and approached.
So around a building that, you know that?
Yeah.
They
It
went
was out of
around
the line of sight.
and then came out and, I mean, did they draw their weapons, you know? Or I know they didn't fire.
I specifically don't have the question or answer for whether they draw their weapons. I would definitely assume so.
Any indication how many shots were fired in their direction?
We located 9 shell casings.
2 of them landed. What was the impact of on the car?
The driver's side of the car, one shot hit the driver's door, the other hit the rear driver's passenger door.
Did it actually make it through the door?
No, it did not make entry into the interior of the vehicle.
And also the unmarked police cars actually are bulletproof. Is that for all cars, all cruisers even that are marked, or is it just the unmarked police cars?
You advise the unmarked cars are, no, the unmarked cars are not bulletproof.
Unmarked cars are not bulletproof.
I'm sorry, was this unmarked or unmarked?
It was unmarked.
It was unmarked.
Why were they wearing uniforms in an unmarked vehicle?
They were doing covert activities, looking for potential suspects in reference to a directed deployment activity they were doing.
So is that a usual, I mean,
It definitely is. When we receive complaints of various crimes, whether it's a burglary or a robbery, they'll do covert activity, see if they can identify the suspect. In this case, they were out looking for a suspect in a possible carjacking from another area. That car was not located.
But they were in the car in their uniforms. Could they not be seen? Could their uniforms not be seen from outside? I mean,
It's hard to tell at this point. Obviously it was dark outside, and that vehicle did have dark tint windows. I can't advise what the suspect saw.
Can you kind of describe to us the scene that night? I mean, obviously 3 police officers are fired at. Was it kind of a chaotic scene, or was it kind of quiet, you know, once the investigation started, you know, down in Arlington?
No, it was not chaotic. We had it perfectly under control. Patrol was able to rope off the area very quickly and make sure we had everyone segregated and have all of our witnesses separated, and the community was kept safe from that point.
Through interviews, do you believe that they knew that they were firing at JSO officers or no?
We haven't been able to determine that yet.
And how are those officers, sir?
The officers are doing fine.
Were they put on paid administrative leave, anything like that?
They were on administrative leave last night for the remainder of their shift.
And to be clear, is it paid administrative leave?
I can't advise.
Thank you.
So you don't know why this guy just took a shot at this guy?
their names, the officers' names.
The officers' names are Officer D. Smith, his ID is 63434. J. Barrier, 65062. And C. Thompson, 67432.
Any more questions?
Now, after the officers are shot at, is JSO going to be looking at their protocol of maybe bulletproofing cars, or to make the officers a little more safe on the job?
More questions?
Yes, what, overall, as an officer in the line of duty, in a situation like that, we're never going to be in that situation most likely. What goes through an officer's mind or knowing that that could happen, be put in that situation? I mean, it's something you guys have
Obviously,
to
it's a
deal with.
dangerous situation. I'm not going to speculate on what went through the officers' minds. What I can tell you is they all acted appropriately. They utilized their training and were able to bring the situation to a safe conclusion.
What is the spelling of your first name?
My first name is Brian. Anything else? Thank you all very much.